Okay, so here we are. This is the 2021 updated version of the beginner 100% tutorial. With me is Sam.
Hi.
And we're picking this up from Charlie here, just because early power bombs does not change anything before this point. So every other beginner tutorial is completely, totally valid and good up until here. So, with that in mind, let's get at this. So
Yeah, from here until early power bombs, nothing's going to change, but probably a good place to start anyway.
Yep. So, first thing to note, if you break that first block, you can just fall straight down and then spin like that, and this puts you in exactly the right spot to break this block. But then this spark is kind of all the same. Take the early recharge if you need to. And then, if you want to make this a bit easier, ignore the missile tank, just get the recharge. That's about as easy as this spark chain is going to get. If you can pull this off without recharging in the middle there, it's not actually all that slow.
But getting the missile early is a little faster, you just have to recharge twice.
Right. Then this is all the same. Come down here. Super missile tank.
There's not going to be anything too complicated here. You just follow the route and not much else to it.
Yep. This room, something you want to try to do is spin and then shoot a charge shot straight down. But it's not all that important. Let's see here. I don't think there's anything of note through any of these rooms. Just run through here.
One thing to know is that you might want to follow the same sort of pathing that John does, just to kind of avoid lag and things like that. Because if you move wrong, the game tends to lag on you. This is like the one area where it's not so optimized for Zoom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And definitely want to hold the charge through this room. Okay. Hello? Okay. I don't know where my down button went there, but no matter. Okay, so this right here, this room is where the route diverges. Previously, we'd be going up all the way to the end of the game to get power bombs. Instead, we're going to go down. So this does it's kind of similar to door clip route, like very broadly, but it really is its own thing. We're going to go down, clear out the bottom of the ship, then go back to do cleanup, and then when we're done with the rest of the game, we'll finally come back up and go to the end of the game. So let's go down here. Let's not go down here. This is the advanced method. You can clip through the gate in this room, but we're not going to do that here.
Yeah, definitely don't worry about that until you have a top time, because it only saves, 10 seconds or something?
Yeah, which is pretty substantial, but... Alright, we're going through here, through these missile blocks. Shoot out the bottom too, spring ball over. No big deal. Charge a beam here, and then right at this part, shoot shoot straight up. Release your charge right here. Right at that guy. And then down here, ignore the crumble blocks in the floor. Okay, so this is... Okay, actually I want to make a save state here.
Show both methods?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with state I'm gonna go with this state. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna do this up here. Okay, so this is where we're gonna be performing the clip. Probably the easier method is the method that Scotty found, but that does take more damage, so yeah. It's a balance. So I'll just show that off real quick. Make sure you're not holding anything. Get hit, run forward. Nope, not like that. Don't hold anything through the door. Get hit, jump up, full jump. I messed it up. Okay. Hold nothing through the door. Get hit, hold right, full jump, morph into the hole, wait for the pirate to turn around, freeze him, and then jump into the crumble block. And that'll get you through the door. That is not the right state. One more time. Hit, run forward, jump, morph into the hole, get hit back, freeze the pirate. Don't bomb yourself out of the hole. This is so much harder when I have to really just think about what I'm doing.
Yeah, if you guys are having problems with the explanation or anything like that, we will have a link to the strategy in the video description.
Yep. I keep making the mistake. Okay. There we go. Okay. So once you got the clip, grab the power bomb, and we're going to use this immediately.
We'll have another clip in the video description too, by the way. There's another alternative way to do it that we probably don't recommend for beginners, but it's also good to know.
Yep. Come through here, and then just morphing through there is the fastest. Don't go up there. Go through the door.
You could go up too, but don't. It's not slower, but don't do it.
Yeah, just don't do it. Through here. Alright, now we're going through here. And lay your next power bomb. Nope, we have 0 power bombs here, so we're going to need to refill. And we're going to do that at this save room right over here. Also got to refill all that health, which is not ideal, but okay. So now we're going to go back through here to head back towards the rest of the game for cleanup.
Just something to know: we charge our beam so that the enemies they'll kind of home in on you and they won't shoot at you.
Yep. Alright, so we're doing the same glass tube spark here that we normally would do. Or we're not.
Well, you can show them the backup.
Yep.
Right?
So in the event that you do not get the glass tube E-tank, your easiest backup is actually going to be, first you have to refill here, because we need more power bombs. But your easiest backup is going to be to go through this room. Making sure not to get hit by all these. And make sure you're charging a beam while you do this. I didn't quite have it there, but if you're not charging a beam, you can get shot out of that spark.
Normally you would just be, you could do a diagonal spark up there, or you could space boost through it normally.
I kind of autopiloted into the space boost. But, okay, so now we're going to be getting all this. I won lottery, it doesn't matter because I'm already at full power bombs. And now we get this. This is all going to be largely the same. The only thing to keep in mind here is that unlike door clip or not door clip old route, where there was a possibility of skipping this Shine Spark chain, unfortunately with this route, we have to do this Shine Spark chain. So I'm going to show all of the possible recharges that you can take. Obviously, the more recharges you cut out, the faster it is, but the harder it is to do. So you can kind of adjust this based on how comfortable you are feeling with this.
Yeah, missing the Shine Spark is really bad, so
Yep.
just make sure you can get it.
Like, these are probably excessive, all these recharges, but okay. And then right on that flat, that's where you want to do this diagonal spark. I'm just going to go back there real quick just to show it, just in case you missed it. Right around here. Not really on the slope, but down here is easy. You can also do it from up here, but in general I find down here to be easiest to set up.
Yeah, it's pretty lenient though, so you shouldn't have to worry about that.
Yep. And once you're done here, you can try to space boost. You can also ball spark.
Don't ball spark, it is actually really slow.
The ball spark is very slow. Your best bet is to just try to space boost it.
Yeah, or just move through the room if you fail. Like, don't go for a ball spark. It's
Right.
actually really bad.
Yep. The block's right there, so you can just move, shoot it. If nothing else, from a standstill, as soon as you enter the room, a downward diagonal shot will hit that block. So there's kind of two ways to do this. The Shine Spark method is kind of lenient, but it is slow. So I'll show the space boost off, where you kind of want to be sure you don't really hit these pillars. But you can be a lot higher than you think. Like, all of those are breakable. This down here is not. That's the bottom. So you have to be a bit higher than you'd think with the Shine Spark.
Something that's not quite as obvious, by the way, when you're space boosting, do not hold forwards.
Yep.
Because you have the possibility of grabbing ledges if you're holding forwards. So once you start the space boost, just jump with A and let go of the stick.
Yep. Just for completion, I'm also going to show the spark. In general, I'd say the space boost is recommended. With the spark, you want to break that block right there, and that will line you up properly. So you have some leniency, but in general, I'd say that space boost is probably just about as easy as the spark. But that's it for Taurian. We're done with that. We'll go back up through here. And you want to place your power bomb right around here. This is... You can go earlier than this, but in general, I think this yellow plant is a good cue.
Yeah, basically morph, and once you land, you can place the power bomb.
Yep. And just a little bit left to take care of in Crade. Definitely easier to take that shortcut right there than it is to go around the right side. So this is where we're going to go first. Unmorph and straight jump into the zip line. A screw attack jump will not work. Then go back and forth with your speed boost and just ball spark out of this. Just don't hold a direction during any of that. Don't hold a direction. Don't hold A. Just tap it once. If you don't get the spark, tap it a second time when you land. No problem. And also, actually... Sorry, what were you going to say?
I was going to talk about that zip line there.
Yeah. Something that's very important is it's a good idea to double tap A on the zip line, because there's a chance that your input just doesn't release you from the zip line.
Yeah, it's some weird game mechanic, so just be aware of that.
Yep. So when in doubt, just always double tap. You don't lose time doing it. Alright. Done with Crade. And now we go on to Norfair. You can place your power bomb anywhere on this like textured ground. No issues. And then this room... this room just sucks. Just get through the room. In here, easiest thing to do is just jump right here and use this to line up your missiles. And then make sure you shoot into here to destroy that block. Wait a second, and then jump. And that'll give this block enough time to reform for you to land on. Okay. So now we're going to do the Shine Spark method here. Just store the spark once you go through the door. And just spark up here at the top of the room. Nice and easy.
You can hold a charge through to the next room, by the way.
Yep, and aim diagonal down left. Oh, I didn't quite do it there. Okay, that's okay. Make sure you open this door. Because we're going to try to space boost through this. It's very important you don't spark from right here, because that sends you straight under the super missile tank, which is why the goal is to space boost through. Or if you want to do this Shine Spark, get the super missile tank early. I'll kind of show you what the space boost would look like. And then go up here. Easiest way, just watch the block reform and go. There's a bunch of different cues that people have based on the positions of the enemies. Once the red orb hits the ceiling, I think is when most people will start running.
Yeah, something like that.
Yep. And then this room, run through the door, release everything, left jump, and I'll get you right up there. Whoops, I messed that up. Let me go back. In this room, you want to shoot as soon as possible to hold a charge and have it be fully charged, because then you can just spam shots and kill everything before you run into it, like I did there. Just jump through the bomb blocks here. No big deal. And then ordinarily, this is important. If you have an additional power bomb drop, this is a place to use it. Otherwise, if you're at 4 power bombs, do not use a power bomb here. Your power bomb management is like very slightly different. Oh, there's an extra. So, and this is worth mentioning, in this particular file, we did not do the Norfair route that gets that missile early, so we'll get it right now. If you did do the Norfair route that gets this missile, you just go straight up and leave Norfair, like this. Okay, so now we're mostly done with Norfair. Just got to do the tutorial ball spark here. One of the best ball sparks in the game, I'd say.
Oh yeah, definitely. It skips a lot of stuff.
Yep. And then we're gonna try to space boost through here. The space boost is kind of finicky. Like, the geometry of the room makes it actually kind of challenging. So just try your best, get as far as you can, and then, you know, just platform it, whatever you got left. Alright, done with Norfair. So now we're going to hit up Upper Chozodia. Going to go back for the out-of-the-way power bomb. Hello? Three full space jumps will get you up there. What am I doing? And you want to make sure... Okay, so when you're falling from here, you want to be sure that you're standing, because if you're morphed, if you stay morphed, you actually will not land on the platform. And in the event that you've missed it like I do, the easiest thing to do is just go into this room, turn around up here. That might have been too early, but yeah, it was. Okay. Turn around like near the end of this room, or go through the room. But we're not going to be coming back through here, so you do have to get this item before going back into Chozodia. Okay. So now, you don't have to, but I like to shoot those diagonal shots to expose the power bomb tank here. It's nice and easy.
Gives you less to do later.
Yep. Oh, actually, that's the fast strat through there. So let me go back to show off the easy strat. Go back through here. Okay, we don't have our alarm. We've shot. Okay. Kill the pirate, wait, then start shooting. Just release, run through the door. Drop the power bomb in that room. Okay. Use that block and just get down through here, and the screw attack blocks quite a bit faster than going up top. Absolutely nothing different about this particular part of the run. This is all exactly the same.
Yeah, and there's nothing to this. You just platform.
Just go through the rooms. Yep. You know, if you want to be... Okay. Particularly fancy, you know, you want to not do that.
That's not very fancy.
That's not fancy. Don't do that. So the strat for this, you shouldn't use power bombs here. I guess I do have an extra. But what you want to do is you want to just roll out, unmorph, shoot, diagonal shot, and jump. Easiest way to do that. Well, best way to do it. You could shoot however you get up there. It's not really that important, but a surprising amount of people don't do that right. So this is all the same movement we were doing earlier. And now we're going to head back to the rest of the ship. So this is the same as it was. Now we're going to go grab the power bomb down here. If you want to be fancy, you can try racing a missile. Haha. Now we have to space jump up here, but you want to actually morph here and use spring ball to bomb that. Hello?
Yeah, if you can space jump properly, it is a little faster.
Yep. And again, remembering to use the charge beam to prevent the lightning shots.
Jumping through the door there is just a little faster because
Yep.
of how room transitions work.
I have the one extra power bomb, so I'm using it there. Alright, so that's how I do this room. I don't think that's the optimal strat, but I find it to be kind of easy, because this is a really awkward room like this. Just missile the block, shoot straight up to activate the guy, get over here, shoot, missile, and then missile up here, like when you're there.
Yeah, there are a lot of ways to do that room.
It's an awkward room no matter how you slice it. This, you'll probably have the alarm on here, but the strategy is still the same. You want to shoot to clear the block, screw attack into that, drop a power bomb before grabbing that to open the door and get the other block, and then go. There's no need to do any fancy strats here, just shoot the pirate, and then at this third bomb block, that's where you're dropping the power bomb. And again, you want to be mindful of your super missile count here, because we are going straight to fight Mecha Ridley. And that's my last power bomb. So I will be getting more from here. And there's no real reason to door clip. If I had one power bomb, I could use it there. And it would be kind of nice, but there's a lot of power bomb density at the end of the game. Okay. Power bombing here is good, but you have to be mindful of being unable to power grip while the power bomb is going off. So you do have to be a little quick if you're doing that. And then with your last power bomb, you'll want to use it right up here, right at this block. And for our final item, don't open the door unless you're doing the space jump. I'm going to show off the Shine Spark, just because the Shine Spark is significantly easier. It's slower, but it is quite a lot easier, and especially like right at the end of your run. You know, it's not always a good idea to put yourself under the stress. But
Yeah, you can space jump it, but we don't recommend it when you're just starting out.
yeah, I would even not recommend it until you've reached a fairly high level of play already.
Yeah, generally speaking, once your movement's good, it is a much easier trick.
Yeah, absolutely.
You understand how to do the space jumps and all that. Then we got Mecha Ridley, and he's not complicated, just learn how to do short super missile jumps.
Yep, I just kind of slide my thumb from A to B. Or X to square, as my input display will show. But nothing too fancy going on here. So around like 12 and a half counts is when you want a door bomb. But door bomb is one of the most insignificant things, so I wouldn't really put a lot of thought into it. And then you want to jump and shoot to clear out all those blocks. Try and get that screw attack off, but that's actually kind of tight. So, otherwise, this is exactly the same escape as 100% always has been. And then for Escape Spark, you want to be careful. In general, I try to line the back of Samus's foot up with that first line, but you don't want to be further back than that, but you can be a fair bit more forward than that. Well, if you mess that up by breaking the block, just run over and ball spark over. And then probably the easiest way to do escape spark is like this.
Yeah, you saw the slips you need to recharge it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, take all the recharges you need, take the time to kill the pirate. You know, the trick saves so much time. And then just... There's setups for the black pirates, but... Just do whatever you're comfortable with for the black pirates.
Yeah, just shooting them is easy.
Yep, and then you're done. That is the updated quick and dirty tutorial on how to play 100% late game with early power bombs.
Yeah, not too complicated.
Yeah, the big things that change are your power bomb management and your route through the mothership. Most of the rest of cleanup is the same. And you have to learn the new, you have to learn how to do the clip, but...
Yeah, that's not too bad. And we'll have links to everything in the description.
Yep.
To powerbomb clips.
Yep. But in general, they're close enough to the same speed that you should do whichever one you're more comfortable with.
Yeah, if you're starting out, it might be better to do the Dragon Fang setup if you're missing it a bunch. If you're not missing it, Scotty setup is a little easier.
Yeah, there's merits to both. Dragon Fang setup does give you more attempts because it only requires 2 hits instead of 4. Just, you know, whichever one. They're not. One's not really fast. Excuse me. One's not faster than the other. So that's that. Any closing remarks, Sam?
No, I think we covered just about everything. Have fun with the speedrun. Hopefully, it's not too bad for you guys.
Yeah, hopefully. And as always, if you're in the Zero Mission Discord, feel free to ask questions in there. Most everyone's pretty good about answering them.
Yeah, we don't bite.
Yep. So with that, enjoy the speedrun, and